Hey there everyone, welcome back to another episode of Ark Survival Ascended. As always, I'm Captain Beefy. This is the Game Vault. We're going to talk about the latest patch notes from the last couple days. This will be Sunday, November 5th when this comes to light, this video. So I'm sure there probably have been some changes since this video has been filmed. But we'll also talk about the whole release and what a mess it's been. So let's cue up the music and we'll get right to it. Alright, so the latest patch was patch 28.2 server and 26.2 client-side on 11.3. Major version for servers and clients. Restored QRP functionality, defaulted to true on PvE. Fixed some replication issues with ladders, fixed some exploits, fixed some inconsistencies with turrets firing, and increased personal tame limits for tribes on servers. So it looks like they're tending things in the background a little bit. I understand there was some kind of issue with turrets where you could shoot rockets at a base and the turrets wouldn't fire back at you in PvP, so I guess they've fixed that, or they're working on it at least. And they probably increased the personal team limits for tribes because they're getting the servers under control now. They probably had them a little bit lower in the beginning to keep things from getting out of hand with too many teams on each server. 25.69, they fixed some server crashes, re-enabled the cloning chamber, and fix some exploits. 25.67, adjusted throttling of dino movement and replication for better performance and high player counts. 25.64 server and 25.66 client. Minor version for servers and clients. They temporarily disabled cloning chamber while investigating a bug. Fix some mesh exploits. Prevented clients from using specific nanite console variables to hide meshes. Fix some server crashes. Fixed an additional server-side hang. And so on and so forth. Disabled server optimizations, additional server optimizations, blah blah blah. Alright, so yeah, they've been working hard to get things running, and I gotta force myself to remember this is an early access game at this time, so naturally it's not going to be functioning at 100%. That's, you know, kind of to be expected. But let's talk about this release overall. And I think out of all the bad releases I've come across in recent years, and I've been there for quite a few of them, this one's probably toward the bottom of that list as far as how bad it's been. It's been pretty awful. I remember this was originally announced as a free upgrade for anyone who owned Ark Survival Evolved, and if you owned all the expansions and all that, you get all those for free. Then they ended up bundling it with Ark 2, and they put a price tag on it which was fairly high up there, and that price tag would only work for PC and Xbox, since this was Ark 2 is an exclusive game there. For those of us on PlayStation, we would not have gotten Ark 2 bundled with it, but we would have had to pay a decent amount of money for just the upgrade. They lowered the price to the upgrade. They gave us a date for release and moved that back a couple times, and ultimately it led to the deal with Nitrado coming out, where Ark gave them exclusive rights to host servers, both the ones for the game, the official servers, as well as private rented servers from you and I, the players, for $4 million, which, again, I don't know the entire budget of this game. I'd love to see that. If anyone's got a link to that or information on that, please let me know down in the comments. Be curious to see what percentage of the game did Snail Game sell the soul of the game for, you know, as far as the budget goes. I mean, I imagine it was up there pretty good. This is a pretty intensive game. Now, you know, in the beginning, it was seen that people couldn't host their own servers on their own hardware. That was a big debacle, and that changed right away. When the game was released, it was released shortly before the end of October, as it was promised, but it was only released on PC, only on Steam, as a matter of fact. So it technically met the requirements from Nitrado, who stated that it would have to be released by that time, or they would have to start collecting payments or something like that. I don't know the exact terms of that. I didn't really look into that, but it would have been a financial burden for Snail Games and for Wildcard had they not released it in time. So they did, and the whole time they were promising us that the game would be released on all platforms at the same time. Mid-October, they stated that everything had been submitted for release and everything was going well and everything was on track, and then they did that Xbox showcase of some sort where they gave us the first trailer for the game, and the trailer looked fantastic with a coming soon at the bottom, and then a few hours later it was being released on Steam. And then it was delayed on Steam that night for a few hours here and there. I don't remember what time it came out, but it came out quite late, but, you know, console was left in the dark as far as when they were getting, which really, really sucked. You know, moving forward, we got into the beginning of November, which we still are in the beginning of November. No news on that. This whole little email from Nitrado leaked from the CEO talking about his point of view on the deal that they made and how happy he was to take advantage of that deal. And, you know, I can't blame him from a business standpoint. I mean, you want to make money. I get it. You want that $4 million to give you a good ROI. I get it. I'm sure they've made that money back plenty already with only one release so far for Steam. But still, man, it stings. You know, this stings a little bit. And then just a couple days ago, we got another community crunch, and this one stated that on, I think it's the 14th of November, Xbox is getting the game released for Xbox and the Microsoft Store. And PlayStation, we still don't know. They stated it will be by the end of November, but again, and to be fair, they did state that they would give us more news when they had it. Now, again, I know Sony makes it a little challenging for games to get certified sometimes. They have some stricter rules than everybody else. That's cool. Releasing it for Xbox early, I mean, Snail Games or whatever, they have a deal with Xbox, I guess, for Arc 2 to make it an exclusive. And I guess they're just showing their loyalty to Microsoft and Xbox at this point by releasing it earlier on Xbox than it will come out for PlayStation, which really sucks. I mean, you know, I'm not gonna lie, it's aggravating and it's annoying and it's frustrating. Am I mad about it? There's really no point in getting mad about it. There's nothing you can do about it. But yeah, I can be, you know, I can be frustrated about it. I can be a little upset. I can be unhappy about it. That's fine. That's normal. But again, there's nothing I can do about it but wait. You know, is it going to stop me from playing the game? No, it's not. I mean, you know, to be fair, you got plenty of guys out there who are going to scream and rage and cry over it. I'm not that guy. You know, I'm not that guy. I've been through enough in life to know that this is one of the more minor problems I've faced in my life. It'll come when it comes. We'll start making some great content for it. We'll be doing some cross-playing with buddies on stream, and you know, the moment it's released and it works and everything's fine, all will be forgiven. That's just the way it goes. That's the gamer's mentality there. Am I part of the problem with modern gaming? Probably. Probably. I'll be willing to admit that. You know, at least the game wasn't a pre-order, but it is what it is. What do I see for the future of this game? Well, if I see, you know, I see them stating that was it Scorched Earth, the very first expansion, will be released by December. I highly doubt that, but we'll see. But I have a feeling that's going to be delayed. And I have a feeling each and every release that comes out, each and every major update, TLC, DLC, whatever, is going to go to computer before it goes to console. I'm just relegating my brain to accept that fact at this time. It was like that with ASE, and I'm sure it'll continue to be that way moving forward. You know, and again, is it fair? That's really, life isn't fair. So I don't, you know, I see a lot of people in Discord and all that. Well, it's not fair. It's not fair. Well, you know, yeah, life isn't fair. It sucks. You know, it's crying about it's not going to help us at all. But it is what it is. If it really makes you that angry, then don't buy the game when it comes out. You know, don't buy the game. The only way to make an impact with a company is to stop giving your money to them. You know, that's the only way. But they're still going to get my $40 or whatever when it comes out. That's the way it's going to be. Yeah, there's not going to be a discount for PlayStation, you know. They are going to give you boosted rates on official servers for PlayStation-only servers to help play catch-up. We'll have to see what happens when it happens. So anyway, one of the worst releases you've seen in your lifetime, in recent years, whatever. How do you feel about Snail Card and all that? And what do you think about the different release dates for consoles? Because that, to me, that really kind of, that one stung more than waiting for PC. I'll tell you that right there. That one stung a little bit more, I'll be honest. But in any case, thanks for watching, everyone. If you found this enjoyable, entertaining, or informative at all, please leave notifications. I'll see you guys next time. Until then, peace.